Obviously, when people watch films, they have different things that they look out for. Personally, I'm very much a narrative-driven person. I know some people prefer, fantastic special effects. Other people like witty dialogue. For me, aside from the narrative, something that I love is lighting. I love quality, bright, crisp, sharp, colourful lighting. And I have to say, The Magic Flute by Kenneth Branagh, or Die Zauberflöte, has the most perfect film lighting I have ever seen. Of course, the rest of the film itself is fantastic as well. This was released in 2006 and is an adaptation of the opera Die Zauberflöte, which translates as The Magic Flute, and is actually my favourite opera. I loved it before I watched this film, but this film just took it to a new level. I'll read the description from IMDb in case you're not familiar with the narrative. And this says, during World War I, an unnamed country, a soldier named Tamino is sent by the Queen of the Night to rescue her daughter Pamina from the clutches of the supposedly evil Sarastro. But all is not as it seems. Given the fact that this is called The Magic Flute, it's no surprise to find out that this is a very magical film. There are a lot of really sensational things happening, some gorgeous scenery, beautiful imagery, fantastic costumes, brilliant sequences, and above all, gorgeous vocals. We have some amazing songs in this, but for me, it's the visuals that make this above and beyond. It's just, the lighting is incredible. As I said, the costumes really stand out and the directing is amazing. We have some fantastic camera angles and some gorgeous shots, some close-ups, some sweeping, some that will really take you by surprise. I haven't seen too many film adaptations of Die Zauberflöte, so I can't compare it. I know there is one popular one from, I think, the 70s, and I'd like to watch that one. But I'm a big fan of Branagh anyway, and I always trust his directing. I haven't really seen a film he's done that's not been at least good. But this is sensational. The music is beautifully presented. The quality of the sound is fabulous. The acting across the board is good. Kenneth Branagh really utilises the film as the medium here, because he does things that could not possibly be done on stage. And that's really important, because if you're going to adapt an opera or a musical or something that is normally portrayed on stage as a film, you need to give it something that makes it worthwhile. There are adaptations of things where they might as well have just done it on stage because they haven't really, utilised the benefits that films can bring. But Branagh completely does that here. He takes all of the components of film, the elements that make it a film, and transports it into something absolutely visually sensational. It actually won the Australian Cinematographers Society Cinematographer of the Year award, which went to Roger Lanser, which I completely understand and completely support. Lanser has also worked on a great number of things. That's Not My Dog, The Jesters, I Now Pronounce You Vincent Ralph, Peter's Friends, which is another Kenneth Branagh one. He was a director of photography in Much Ado About Nothing. Absolutely fantastic. The crew behind this have done such an amazing job with bringing this opera to life on, well, I presume the big screen. I didn't see it in the cinema, but I can only imagine that would have been an absolutely incredible experience. I never pay for the likes of IMAX or whatever because I just don't see the point. But this film, the better the quality that you're watching it, the better the experience. It's just gorgeous. If you are not familiar with Die Zauberflöte, this film will be a fantastic introduction. If you're already familiar with the opera, this will just take it to a whole new level. It's one of my favourite things that Kenneth Branagh has ever directed. It's absolutely exquisite.